2 brought down there. To get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you... Can you do it all game long? Now you put the offense in a position where every...
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a...
guys to protect him, but on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their...
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for...
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team. I'll prove it right now.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you wanted.
And got him the win. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. He has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That's complete left side to Shepard. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Escapes the defender, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Come on, boy! Greg Zuerlein.
From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure that you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The ball carried by.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The running back.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
By Carl Joseph. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 17-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
He is good. Makes this
a pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down, Carolina.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offense.
Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
And 2.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff looking right. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mayfield on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
Thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 14.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. It's 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We have him. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Back to throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the 1st half and now 7 on the game. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Carolina.
From 3 yards out, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And Mayfield just getting the play off.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of drive in that situation.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
By Antoine Winfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Carolina.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now the second down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer 1st down.
45-yard line.
Here's Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
42.
Back now in Tampa.
48.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
The pass.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Down Panthers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Number 38.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Carolina.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
From the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. But if they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Godwin! Chris Godwin. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Pretty plain and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Carry.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
The pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Panthers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
The pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Panther 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete.
The pass.
7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
1st down, Panthers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They run again with Carson. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to 1 knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.